I am not the person in the pictures. I do not claim that I own these pictures. The pictures are to portray the character that I have created from the figment of my imagination. No copyrighted intended at all. The character's story is completely original based upon events that have happened throughout history, as he is a very old vampire. I do not display the whole biography on this character on purpose because I find that nobody truly reads something that long. What you will see on the page is what you would read on the back of a book. A simple synopsis to draw you in and give you the overall idea of the theme of the character and his life. I will not divulge all the details in the plot, because it ruins the spontaneity and excitement. Sebastian is a mystery, and will rarely give away all the details of his personal life in the past or present. So how do we find a story together? My character has lived since the mid-1700s in France, which means that from 1700 on, he can fit into your timeline from the past or present. He also is rather wealthy and enjoys traveling constantly, so this makes it quite easy to place him in the general proximity of your character. If you have read thus far, please personally message me with a greeting with the following questions answered. A. What time period is your character's story in? B. Where does your character reside commonly? C. Where do you suggest our characters meet? Now let's begin on some basic guidelines. Though guidelines can be dull, I find them inordinately important. I need you to understand my guidelines, and I need to understand yours. So if you read through carefully and respond to the hidden questions throughout my guidelines, I will take you seriously. It will be obvious if you copy someone else's answers to my questions, and I will find it difficult to respect you as an individual behind the character. Please take the time to read these, and I promise that I will in turn comment your pictures, statuses, and also read yours. 1. Drama and bullying. Simply put, I do not tolerate it. If you are a conflicted individual with a lot of issues and take this out either subconsciously or consciously upon my connections I may have, my significant other, or friends, I will consider deleting you. I will most likely give you a warning very politely in messages. If you proceed to push forward with drama, I will be forced to delete you and possibly block you depending upon the degree you have gone. I do not wish this to be so. Please, remain as mature as possible and have respect for everyone that I speak to as well as me. In return, I will not create drama for you or your friends and connections. I have had so much issues with this in the past with a certain person who believed they were the victim of everything. In turn, this person created many enemies due to their deep need to always be right. Come across self-righteous and calling me or my friends names will result in me screen caping everything, reporting you to every authority of cyberbullying I can find, possibly going to the police, and blocking you infinitely. Do not try to add me back on another created profile. Do not try to sabotage me or my friends on purpose. I will make sure to take the necessary steps to stop you. And I will, and I can. Don't do it. I don't want to create a lawsuit against you. It is a lot of time and money and effort. If you have read thus far, please reply below without stating that you are replying and without numbering your answer. Write your opinion on drama, bullying, and harassment on roleplay. Again, do not state, "What is my opinion on drama, bullying, and harassment? Let's see," and do not number your answer. 2. Out of character. I used to do this. I used to like to do this. However, a certain person has completely ruined this experience, and I am sad to say that I will highly unlikely, if ever, engage in out-of-character conversation. I have to protect myself as well as others that I know personally in real life. Please respect this and do not try to get real-life information from me. The only time I will speak out of character is because of the following. A. I am explaining through status how many replies in messages, statuses, comments, pictures, etc. that I owe. B. I am explaining that I am busy somewhere and therefore cannot get to replies. C. In messages when we are discussing a storyline connection between our characters. If you start talking out of character about situations, problems, conflicts, and issues in your real life, I will in turn reply as my character. I will not engage with you in conversation on things that are outside of roleplay unless I bring it up personally. 3. Length of role plays. I used to write novella and multiple paragraphs. However, I started getting rather busy with college and work. My typical length is 6 to 8 lines per reply. This keeps the roleplay going, but doesn't limit it to one-liners. If you are looking for more, I suggest you find another roleplayer that writes more, as I have far too much to do in real life. 4. Time it takes to reply. As I stated above, I am a very busy individual. I don't purposely ignore anybody. Sometimes I will reply as fast as 10 minutes. Sometimes it will be 1 week. This also depends on the flow of our energy and chemistry. If I find that our characters have a spark of chemistry, not talking about romance, I will want to engage in our roleplay more than usual and put you on priority in my replies. I find that it is rare to find someone who has the sort of writing and energy that sparks my writing. This realistically will only be 1 or 2 people, I think. If you have read thus far, please state what it is that inspired you to friend request my character. Again, please do not repeat the question. Please do not number your answer. Just write it straight out. 5. Online offline. Sometimes I am online for 10 seconds, 10 minutes, 1 hour, then offline the next. I am mobile sometimes. So please do not expect me to reply to you during the time you see me online. It very well could be me on the go on a lunch break between a class. 6. Statuses. You will often see that my character likes to speak to other characters as well as your character for fun in statuses. My character will very often post a song that is a reference to his thoughts or mood. He will notice those who comment his statuses, and will in turn comment yours just as much as you comment his. If you do not comment his statuses, he is more likely to ignore you and not bother replying as much in your roleplay with him. Statuses are an opportunity to show different sides to our characters. They are a great opportunity to engage in conversation with my character to develop a spark, connection, or friendliness. Chances are if you speak to my character in his statuses, he will favor you far more than people who are non-talkative and never like or comment his statuses. Don't be intimidated to comment. If you are reading thus far, please write something completely and utterly random, then tell me your opinion of statuses and commenting them. Do you understand my 6th rule? And again, please do not repeat my question or narrate it, or number it. This will make it all too easy for others to copy your answer. 7. Comments. I find that comments are a good place to randomly leave GIFs, songs dedicated to a character, and poems. If your character wants to connect with mine and gain his favor, you might want to think about doing this. In return, he will most likely leave something for you in your comments. Do you notice a pattern here? What you give is what you get. 8. Romance. My character is an asshole. He's a truly dark invention who has a terrible cloudy past, and has done many bad things to women. However, he is trying to find his soulmate, so to speak. Let me explain something very clearly. My character will bed other characters without feeling, without attachment. However, once he sets his sight on one woman, he will turn very serious and not pursue anyone else but her. Under all the darkness and evil things, he longs very passionately to court, wine and dine, and love a woman with all his soul and being. Once committed, he will not court another, see another, date another, bed another, etc. He is yours forever and will love you to the ends of the universe. And he is extremely passionate just as he is mysterious and dark. Be forewarned. He can be overwhelmingly passionate. He will also take his time to court the woman he wishes to have as his soulmate. You know how you see so many role players who date for 2 days then get married? That isn't him. He will court slowly and get to know your character fully and thoroughly. He expects the one who is to be with him to be loyal, faithful, honest, and caring. My character is looking for a particular type of woman. Some of the traits that he looks for are the following: fun, playful, good humor, adventurous, loving, warm, optimistic, kind-hearted, innocent, goofy, silly, sweet, and passionate about life and everything. He is not attracted to dark characters generally, because he himself is a very dark, sinister character who is looking for his balance of light and optimism. Pretty much opposite of what he is. If our characters begin to get intimate, I will ask that we move it into private messages, OTC, or some form of instant messenger, as this site is strict on erotica. 9. Multiple love interests. My character doesn't do multiple love interests. Honestly, I cannot for the life of me understand why people do. It seems like such a headache and hassle to remember every single person you bed and love. One is enough. If you are a multiple love interest storyliner, please do not ever flirt or pursue my character in any way. It won't happen. Don't tempt him. He will be enraged and it won't be pretty. If you read thus far, please clarify whether you are a single love interest storyliner, or if you are a multiple love interest storyliner. I will roleplay with either one, but know that courtship and romance will not occur in multiple love interest storyliners. Please be honest and direct here. I will not judge. 10. Grammar, spelling, etc. Just do your best. If I can't read it, I will ask you to rewrite it. If I cannot read it on the second time, I will message you personally and ask that we not roleplay because I will assume that your level of English is not passable to write with. Sorry. 11. This is a very mature profile and character. If you cannot handle violence, cussing, and dark themes, I suggest you delete me off your page immediately. 12. Gender. I don't really care what gender you are behind the character. If you are male, female, transgender, whatever. I don't care. I am not claiming to be a male in real life. So please don't expect us to get together as a couple in real life. Like I said above, no out of character. If you have read thus far, please state below if you have a problem with males playing females, or females playing males below. Again, please do not restate the question, or number your answer. Just straight out say your answer without narrating it. There are a total of 6 questions to answer, one which is a 3-parter to message me. Please do not number them or narrate or repeat the questions. I will know if you have really read my guidelines. If you haven't, it will be super obvious that you copied someone or missed something. I will just know.